Welcome back, guys, to Shagadeep Base. Everything's looking not too bad, but it's all a bit unfinished. In the last episode, we had a bit of fun turning our ship into a drill bit, which was awesome. But in this episode, I want to do the access tunnel, which links the outer hangar, which is this, to the inner hangar and the central core. This whole thing has got to go. This is a big project. But before we can move on, this area, the outer hangar, needs to be finished off a bit. I mean, not finished, but it needs to look presentable. So I think we need to do a bit of work here and put in a couple of maintenance bays and do a bit of decorating. Oh, yeah. That's much better. Now, don't get me wrong. This is early days. This is just to make it kind of habitable. So I've put in these maintenance pits. We've got a couple of docking connectors. They're not connected to anything yet, but eventually they will be connected into the main conveyor system for the base. I've put in like a few decorations just to kind of make it look a bit lived in. And I've started to do a bit of work on the greebling, trying to make the place look a little bit more interesting. And yeah, I think this is a good start. Did a fair amount of work on the control area up here. Completely redid this part, and we now have like working stairs. We've got a little bit of storage in here, and then we can go upstairs, and we've got this area up here where you've got panoramic views of the whole outer hangar. It's very cool. I like it. I also made the control room like a fair bit longer, and I redid the catwalks, and I did this catwalk up here, and this transformed this. I wasn't very happy with this, and this still needs some work and some colouring and a bit more detail and stuff. But the adding the catwalk around it, that's really helped. And then the catwalk goes up here. Before you couldn't see this entrance. But now you can, and I put a bit of lighting in here. Now, this is just basic right now, but I think we'll have some stuff up here. And eventually, I think this is going to be a corridor that actually goes into the base. Or maybe goes up to, I don't know, some accommodation or something. But it's going to end up going somewhere. I love it. Right, now it's time to get on with the serious work. First job is unhook the ship and get rid of this drill rig, because we're not going to be using that at the moment. Okay, all done. Now, even though this is going to be fully enclosed with a roof and walls and a floor, so I don't really need to care about like being precise with how I drill this out, I'm still going to be fairly careful. So I'm going to put in a 3-wide platform down here, so that I've got something that I can rest the ship on to get us all flat and even and level, and hopefully create a nice tunnel. So, it's time to jump in the ship, I think. Okay, let's back us out of here. Oh, it's good to be back in the ship. I missed flying the ship, and then we're going to drop it down onto this platform, just nice and gently. There we go. You'll notice, by the way, if you look at the rear thrusters, my bottom left thruster got damaged in a previous episode, and I replaced it, but it was the wrong way round. So thank you to the people that let me know, and I've now fixed that. Right, let's get up here. And obviously, with the extra drills, I can now do this a little bit faster. So let's crank the drills up. Now, I'm right-clicking so that we can just chew through this pretty quickly. And how's the floor looking? I want to come down a little bit, I think, to get the floor right. Yeah, that looks, yeah, you know what? That's actually a touch low, but it's fine because I'm going to have a conveyor tube running underneath here, linking this part of the base to the inner parts of the base. So being a little bit low, not a bad thing. All right, well, I've just got to chew through this mountain now, so I'll give you an update in hopefully a few minutes. Okay, well, that went pretty well. I've taken it back as far as we drilled in the last episode. But what I need to do is, when I do a section like this, is then lay some blocks to make sure that I'm kind of staying true and level. So let me lay up the blocks like along the center and probably on each of the four corners. And I'll put some light in as well. That would be a good idea. And then we'll see like how I'm actually doing. Okay, well, mostly it's awesome. Like, all of this side is kind of perfect. It's just right. On this side, though, I haven't gone far enough back into this corner. So let's jump in the ship and we'll trim that off. Jump in. Motors on. Okay, and lift it up. And then come over here a little bit. Now, it only needs to go in a little bit, so I just need to be a little bit careful. Let's go a little bit forward. Okay. That's about right there, I think. So if we come up, go in a little bit, and then just ease our way along here. I'm a little bit going up, which is not great. How's that? Is that going to expose that corner? Yeah, that's perfect. All right, cool. But I'm going up a little bit. Let's drop down a touch. There we go. And then just push that all the way in, right up to the end. There we go. And now what I can do is just ease my way back along here, making sure everything's smoothed out. Yeah, nice. Very nice. I'm liking this a lot. Now, there's something behind me by the look of it. So look. No, there's nothing behind. Oh, I've just got to be careful of that little angle there. Yeah, that still needs to come in a touch, doesn't it? Yep, still needs to come in a touch. Let's see if we can't get that. So I just want to ease over a bit. There we go. Okay, that should be good, I think. If I just come back along here. Yeah. That's got it. Oh, careful. Drop down just a touch. There we go. Try not to destroy my batteries. All right, cool. I think that that's good enough. Okay, settle the ship down again. There we go. Turn the motors off. Jump out. Let's go and take a look. Is it good enough? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that should be okay. If we put a block on there, yeah, because we've got the angle coming off there. Let's see if we can get these blocks in along here. As long as we can get these blocks in, as long as you can see this corner, then it's fine because we've got the angle coming out anyway. So, come on. Oh, just got it in. All right, cool. Still got to do these ones. Oh, and I can't get that into... This needs to come back a bit. Okay, and then I've got to do the next section. So let me get on with it. And let me fix this light. Because apparently I destroyed that. Good job. Well done, Sky. Okay, cool. I don't know about you, but I'd kind of like to see what this first frame looks like when it's welded up. Shall we? Yeah. Let me do a little bit of welding on this, and we'll see what the frame actually looks like. Now, I would still like to get my elite welder, but I've got to say this does go pretty quick, just with the proficient. So I'm not terribly unhappy about the situation. Okay, all done. I put the second frame in as well because I thought it'll give us a kind of a better idea. And generally speaking, love it. I think that's awesome. The only problem is the roof is kind of one tile too low. Just because of this catwalk, which I would like to extend all the way along. But I like the proportions of that, and I don't want to make it one tile higher. So what I'm thinking is, I wonder, at these beams, maybe, if I just chop that out, and then, what do I want? I want my stairs, don't I? And which ones are we using? We're using those. flip that around. So if we put some stairs in there, which won't go in at the moment, and then we have the catwalk there. Which one is it? If we want the one-sided one, that one. And it needs to be yellow. Of course it does. Got to be yellow. That goes in there. Now, hopefully, I can get my stairs in. And the stairs go there. Then flip it around. Stairs go there. And then we'd have another catwalk. And then the catwalk goes in there. How does that look? You know what? Yeah. It just adds a little bit of interest to it. Mod up the last bit. And how does it look? Shush, woman. Yeah. It's just going to add that little bit of interest. Yeah, I like it. Before I get back to the digging, there's one thing that I need to sort out. And that is, I need to get a design for some conveyors. Because I want some conveyor tubes running up the length of this, linking us to this area. Now, at the moment, obviously, we're producing everything here. So it'll be good while I'm building in here to have conveyor access as I'm going along. But later on, the production facility is going to be like deep in the base, like either just off the central core or below the central core. And obviously then we'll want a connection from that out to here for like quick drop-offs from the ore ships coming into these ones. I mean, I think most of the time I'll probably want to go into the central core because it's cool to go in there. So let's see if I can come up with something. First thing I'm going to do is chop out. Oh, do I want them? All right, see, this is the first decision. Where do I want them? I think here. Yeah, we'll go through here. And we'll do the same on the other side. And what I want is for this to be a design that I can use in these sections. Now, each section is 10 tiles, which means that we've got 9 tiles in between 2 of the frames, which means we can do some nice geometric and symmetrical stuff. Let's go to our tubes. The tubes that I'm going to use mainly are going to be these ones, I think. Just to hide the stuff. So I want to flip this around that way and that way. Okay, so that's going to go in there. And that'll provide us with like a bit of hiding for the conveyor tubes. But then we actually want to use them for design purposes as well. So then I'm going to switch to these ones. These ones are bloomin' awesome. Let me show you over here. This is what I used to do these sections. And what I really like is these green LEDs. These green LEDs, I think, could look very, very effective on the floor going into here. So let's put our hiding one there. Let's get this welded up so that we can see what it looks like. Yeah, good. That'll add a little bit of interest just on its own, but quite plainly, which is nice. Get that one in as well. And then we'll see what we can do with these other ones. So let's see. Where's the fancy one? This is the fancy one. And this has got cool stuff on like each side. So we can use this a lot. Let's flip it over that way. And do I want the LEDs first? Yeah, I think I do. Do I? Yeah, I think so. So we'll have an LED one. I don't know. Like, is it? They're fairly expensive. That's the only problem. I think maybe a couple of those, and then for the center one, I think I want to flip this over. Let's see, that way, so that we've got that blue light. I kind of like that. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I gotta say, I kind of like that. Maybe we have a couple of those. Then we have, oh, there's the blue light. Then we have a blue light one. Then we have a couple more of those. And then we go to the lights again, wherever they are. There they are. Boom, boom. Let's put that section in and see, is that like too much? Does it look okay? Now, just to give you an idea of how expensive these bloomin' things are, just to make this section, so what, 9 tiles, is about 1,500 parts. It's a lot. Okay, so you can see why it's going to be important to have access so that I can grab the materials quickly. Okay, last one going in, and then we'll get an idea of what it looks like. And certainly when you're flying over it, yeah, you're not going to see the green stuff very much, but it is there. Other than that, I mean, I kind of like it. The only problem that I haven't built into this is actually an access port. So, yeah, we definitely need an access port. I need to choose one, though. Okay, good news and bad news. The bad news is that I think we're going to be using this kind of boring conveyor junction. There is one in this pipe set, but I don't know about that. How does that look? You know what? It actually looks okay. Go on. We'll put one of those in. And then I'm going to play around with this design a little and see if I can come up with something. The good news is, because this gives us bits on the side, we can do some cool things. You know what? Let me put in a few tiles and I'll show you what we can do. Okay, so here's our regular bit of floor on that side. But we could do things like, we could have all kinds of like little cutouts and then play around with putting these pipe bits in. So for example, we've got this curved bit. If you bring that out like, let's see, like that, and then where is it? There. You could put one of these caps on top, which look very, very cool. So yeah, we can do little kind of maintenance features, which should make the whole thing more interesting. Right. What I need to do now is get this linked up to our conveyor system over there. And yeah, I've got to come up with a final design. I got to say, I'm not 100% convinced about this. Well, after playing around for a little bit, I've decided to go with this, which I kind of like. It's got enough interest on it, but it looks more like a pipe, which I like. The other one was over complex. And then I like these bits here because it just looks like a bracket holding the pipe in place. And then obviously it goes through these. So yeah, I think that's going to be our standard section, but there will be non-standard sections where I include some of the other bits and pieces. And then we'll do some of these little features around the place to make it a little bit more interesting. Awesome. Right. My next job is to get this hooked up to our conveyor system over here, and then I can get back to digging. Okay, the conveyor system is all complete now and all linked up. That's great. And then over here, I replaced the central pipe section with a survival kit, so that not only can I access all of my inventory, but I can also charge up. So I don't have to run outside to charge anymore, which is awesome. Right, so I have got a lot of building to do. I've got a lot of digging to do. Let me get on with it. Well, the first section is coming along nicely. It's almost complete. I've added these red stripes, obviously, because you're not blind. Or even if you are, you'd see those, quite frankly. I've left these gaps on the sides because on the sides, I want something that's going to add a bit of texture and a bit of depth. And I've realised that those shouldn't be there. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. There we go. Yeah, it should be like that. Like that on both sides. Good. You'll notice that I'm only using half walls here to save some time and resources with welding up. What I want to put in here is this. This is an interior wall. If I flip it around, if we put a row of those in. Now, the only problem is that the rock is probably going to have to go back a little bit in some cases. This side, I think this side might be okay. If we flip this around and get this side done. Yeah, this is much better. And there. And then flip it. Come on. Flip it upside down. And have them across the top. Oh, come on, go in. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Whew. Shall we weld that up and see what that looks like? I think we should. What I was looking for with these panels was something that would give me some depth, some texture, some interest, all in one. And I think these are just the ticket. Now, Again, will it just be like this all the way along? Unlikely. I think we'll probably mix it up and have a couple of different designs and maybe throw in the odd unique little bit here and there. And last one going in. Okay, that was relatively easy. There we go. How do I like it? And the answer is, oh, I like it very much. Yeah, that's nice. That's very nice. Right, need to get the other side done now. I've put these panels in, which is actually the top of these, I think. Is it the top of these? Or the top of... I think it might be the top of these or the top of a different one. Either way, they look really good. And I'm going to have them up there and here as well. And yeah, that's it. Because this is staying rock out here in the outer hangar. This is all going to just stay as a rock roof. And then as we move into the access tunnel or the access link to the inner core, and this goes away. Yeah, look at that. That's a fair distance that I've dug already. Wow. Okay, let me see if I can get this section finished off, and maybe do a little bit more digging. And there it is, done. The first section, and a lot of the tunnel, which is awesome. And I've got to say, I'm liking it. Now, this is a very basic template for how it's going to be, but it's not bad. There's some interest. We've got the big pipes. We've got the... I love these because they look kind of like railway tracks going off into the distance. I like that a lot. And the red stripes are working, I think. This is excellent. It just gives it that little depth. I think we need some color variation. I think we need some texture variations. What I've done with the catwalk is to just bring the catwalk down, and now I'm just going to run the catwalk all the way along the side, because I think that really adds something. It's just another detail. I'm loving it. Obviously, I'm going to extend the lighting along here. I just want to show you how far this is, right? Because it's a fair distance. Oh yeah. So we're going to have, I'm thinking probably 3 or 4 of these sections. So how far would that bring us? Like 1, 2, 3 or 4. So yeah, pretty much up to the ship, I'm thinking. So yeah, maybe not quite that as far as the ship, but certainly up to about here. I want a feeling of going through a passage, but I don't want it to be ridiculously laborious and create a lot of building work for no real purpose, for no real benefit. And then this out here, somewhere in here, is going to be the central core and the inner hangar. And it's going to be big. Oh yeah, it's going to be really, really big. Okay, if you look along the walls, you'll notice that, right, so these are the corners which are hidden behind the walls, and yeah, we're clear of those on both sides, so we're not going to have any problems with putting the next sections in. So we're really good to go. So I can kind of get on with that before the next episode and hopefully get at least a couple of sections put in, and then maybe we can get on with the inner hangar. Ooh. I'm not sure what we're going to do next, whether we're going to do the inner hangar or the central core. I think, to be honest, the next episode is going to be a very, very big dig with a huge drig drill. Drig drill? What the hell's a drig drill? Do I mean a drill rig? I think I meant a drill rig. Yes. It's going to be enormous, this drill rig. If you want to see that, if you want to see more of this, if you want to see like more decorating and stuff, well, you have to come back for the next episode. Guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Picture. Say goodbye to the guys for once.
Bye, guys.
We'll catch you for the next one, guys. Peace out.